I'm Trish with today's QOTD question of the day. Record your answer and join us on the show. Today's question is for all you fashionistas. What fashion trend from the past do you want to make a comeback? Acid wash jeans, razor sharp stilettos, micro mini dresses. Sometimes being fashion forward means going back in time. Up first on our video runway is Alexis.
I definitely wish that like neon sweatpants, tracksuits, sweatbands, even like a fanny pack here or there, and like the swooshy material, but it's got to be in neon. Those are like the parties that I look forward to going to the most, where I can deck out in like 80s gear and nobody looks at you funny, but it should definitely come back.
100% my college years, 100% my wardrobe, and everything was like oversized and bright. It was awesome.
I mean, this is being said ironically, right? I mean, the 80s were terrible in terms of fashion.
No, but so fun.
It's ironic. It's like it looked so bad that we're going to wear it right now in order to make fun of that sort of thing.
Well, I feel like nowadays the 80s are definitely back in fashion, but a stylized, nostalgic version where you're just taking like the best parts of the 80s with the benefit of like, oh, now we know how to like put it all together in like a really chic and cool way.
Well, JJ, did you have a favorite fan answer?
I did. So I found a really suave answer from Irvi.
So I think these are already making a comeback, but anything high-waisted, skirts, pants, shorts, literally anything with tight tops. That is such a good look.
I love this answer. And I think she's tapped into something that I've heard a lot of talk about on the internet, which is there are two pairings for a really cool outfit. It's small shirt, big pants, or big shirt and small pants. And I appreciate that she's appreciating the incredible look that is small shirt, big pants.
Is that like the empire waisted thing? 18th century, and they're wearing these like dresses that sort of belt right here. Would that count?
I think that counts. I think that's valid. Well, Keith, did you find an answer that you thought was particularly fashionable?
I did indeed. Here comes an answer from Pear, who thinks we should all look like Fred Astaire.
I would totally like to see Regency era ball gowns and tuxes and tails come back. I think it would be awesome. And I just want to see them walking around town down here in Princeton and getting in and out of their VWs.
Yeah, not a practical look for, the 2020s, but very elegant.
I'm imagining Fred Astaire in like a ball gown, and it's good. It's good. I like it. And also the image of the clown car that would be a bunch of people in huge Regency era ball gowns getting out of a little tiny smart car.
He is talking about Princeton, New Jersey. They probably still have horse-drawn carriages.
Someone needs to get the Bridgerton creators in on this. I think it would just add to the kind of fun historical element if everyone also drove a punch buggy.
Bridgerton set in New Jersey is exactly the way that we want to go. Reed, do you have a fan favorite so far?
My favorite answer comes to us from Sadie, who's given us a groovy little throwback.
I kind of really wish bell-bottom jeans would come back. I used to have a pair and I really loved them, but I'm 5'1" and I wasn't allowed to wear heeled shoes for a long time, especially when I had bell-bottoms. So now I feel like I'd be able to really pull them off and style them, but I'm not going to be the only one wearing bell-bottoms. I need other people to wear them first.
Sadie, if you want to rock the bell-bottoms, I say. And it's also good because I think platform shoes are making a comeback, so you can still evade the no heels rule, but wear like a nice chunky sneaker. Or just be taller.
I think that bell bottoms do circulate about every 10 years. I remember them coming back in like the late 80s and then a little bit in the 90s. And then you had now they call them boot cut that came a little bit later, but it was a bell bottom.
Bell bottoms, I don't understand the point. I'm not sure exactly what they're trying to be. Are we going to look like flowers? Is that the idea? I just don't.
They're very slimming because traditionally they're really tight until you get to the bell. And so they make you look longer and thinner up top, I think.
Attractive like a clown.
A very skinny clown at that.
Yeah.
Fans, if you have an answer that you want to submit for this question, you can record using the links in the description. Just make sure to record before our Thursday Big Show Championship. Keith, what's your fashion trend?
Well, we've been talking about things that are both practical and also very fashionable. And there's one thing that I think should come back, and I just can't believe it hasn't come back already. And you know what that is? It's gloves. The world is dirty. And you're going out and shaking hands with people. It's like, you don't want all that stuff. What you want to do is go out and do all of your things. And then you come back home and you take your pretty little gloves off. And then, you don't have the world like brought to your lunch table. It's just disgusting out there.
Again, let's go back to the 80s. They tried to make a comeback between Madonna and Michael Jackson. That was just one, but still, they tried. I miss a little trend called jelly shoes. And they were early 80s. They were plasticky looking, cheap as anything. So you could buy like 10 pair for, $10, totally almost disposable.
They're like Crocs, but 1,000 times prettier.
Yeah.
Sparkles in them. They're real great. I had a friend in high school, Kirsty, who just like made that the thing. You were nobody unless you had jelly shoes. Kirsty, I hope you're watching. I remember.
I'm still scarred by it. I was also going to say gloves. I think a nice silk evening glove is just so fashionable, elegant, and practical. But I will also go with a deep cut from the early 2010s, crackle nail polish. Kind of, you go to the nail salon, you'd pick a base color, and then they'd put black nail polish over top, and it would like crack. So it would be revealing little gold flecks underneath. And I still think it was kind of cool.
Is this like a vampire type thing?
It's more like a soft rocker type aesthetic. Yeah. Just imagine doing this and your nails are kind of cracked. It's just so much cooler.
I think I'm probably going to go very far back. There's this thing called the bustle. I think that would be, it's less that I think it would be fashionable and more that I think it'd just be funny to pair with modern outfits. Like people walking around with like a regular pair of pants, except just their pant leg is like so wide because they just have a bustle in like their ass.
I don't want to say that like big bottoms are back in, but they clearly are.
I feel like the Kardashians definitely contributed to that, but
I mean, I didn't want to be the one to say it. But that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. BBLs and bustles.
A pairing of the two of them, that would be bodacious to say the least.
Bodacious bustle.
Well, I think all of our fashion items are incredible. I would wear any of them, especially the bustle.
JJ, if you go bustle, I'll go bell bottoms.
Well, record your answer using the links below. Make sure to subscribe, follow, or register to get new questions and announcements right in your daily feed.
Yes, thank you everyone who's watched, voted, and recorded so far this week. Remember, the top voted answers make it on the air for our Thursday Big Show.
And if you feel like climbing on the QOTD fashion bandwagon, you can send us a little bit of love by commenting, liking, or sharing, or clicking thanks on YouTube. If you do, we'll give you a shout out on the air.
We are QOTDMB on the air, and we'll see you on TV. Good gracious, bustles, bodacious.
Woo!